Everybody, I'm Dan Hollander with my partner Steve Lone, and we thought we'd spend a few minutes today try and give you the basis for what gets us jacked up, what makes us really excited about our practice, and what has really been a guiding light for us as we've developed a practice over many, many years. And how do you distill that down? Well, we have for some years coined a phrase, wealth without worry. And what is that? Well, it comes out of thinking about currency. And the three currencies that we like to consider are time, money, and energy. Those are the three primary currencies that all of us live by. We only have a finite amount of time on this planet. We have X amount of money, and we have our energy, psychological, emotional, physical energy. How do we conserve those currencies? How do we have a fair exchange of money for time? Because it's finite. You cannot do everything that you want to do if you're not delegating, if you're not retaining the services of others. Otherwise, everyone would be taking apart the car, putting it together, and doing a variety of things instead of the things they love to do, perhaps hobbies, perhaps being with their family. So it's important to us to think about how do we provide services that will allow our clients to do what they want to do and let us take the heat. Let us have the ulcer during difficult times. Let us have staff and organizational systems that allow them to know that our process can deliver the type of comfort over time that they're looking for in financial advice. So, Steve, I'm curious when you think about how we've developed various processes, how you summarize the kind of things that we do when we household clients, when we aggregate their data, when we look to titling various accounts and coordinating them with their estate planning documents. How do you see that as fitting into the exchange of time for money when it comes to currencies? And so it's a real value to our clients.
Most people find that one or two things in this business or in what we do is of interest to them, and a lot of other things aren't. And yet they don't spend any time on those other things. Yet those can cost families a whole lot more time, energy, and effort than they would ever believe. Simple things of titling accounts, looking at your accounts holistically, missing some risk management from a standpoint of addressing that kind of risk. It'd be akin to essentially buying a car and not having any auto insurance on it, and thinking that's okay, but not asking the question about it. So it's bringing all of these things together in a manner that you would consider most appropriate for your family. What questions would your family ask? What questions would you want them to ask? How would you want them to take care of things? You want all of these efforts to be concerted in such a way that they're going to be addressing the issues that you need to from a family in the most cost-effective way, the most professional way, the best way to set things up to achieve what you want to achieve. And people just don't have the resources or want to spend the time by which to do that.
And I'm thinking, Steve, of how that affects the relationship that we develop with our clients over time. And I'm remembering just earlier this week, we had a widow who came to our office, and her husband died this summer. Well, yeah. And we had walked her through the process of winding down the estate so that she could have things retitled to her, so her husband's IRA could be assumed as her own, so that we could create a new checking account so she then could remove his name for a variety of reasons, and then to be able to have a new distribution so that she knew, just like a pension, that she was going to get a check every single month without worry. When I walked her to the elevator, she gave me a hug and said, "I love you." She said, "No one has cared for me like you and Steve have." And that's unusual in a professional relationship.
You got a hug and a kiss?
I did.
I did not.
I did. And I think that to me is moving in terms of how we affect people's lives, and how wealth without worry really means that we develop a level of trust, a level of professional collegiality and friendship that they become like family. And that sounds like a cliche, but it's really not. We have clients that we've had for 25 years. They are like family. We've watched their kids grow up, go to college, and everything that we discussed, is something that fits into the larger conversation of how we operate and do our reviews and really get to know our clients well and stay in touch with them over many, many years.
Yeah, and you kind of touched on something, because we clients don't become clients of ours for a short-term period of time. We interview prospective clients in the same way that they would interview us. We're looking for a long-lasting relationship, a very trusting relationship, and we're looking for tenure. We're looking to spend some time with them over a period of time, to understand them for decades in most regards, and vice versa. You want to have trusted advisors. We want to have trusted clients from a perspective of, it's just a great relationship as far as going forward.
Yeah, and I think in the end, it comes down to our recognition that all of us are on this planet for a period of time, and we want our clients to live for as long as they are on this planet, with a high quality of life. And believe that for those clients that buy into our process and our philosophy, they have a much better chance of being able to identify those areas that they're interested in living and do so without having to take on the responsibilities that we assume, which are more technical and require expertise that are acquired over many, many years. So it's an exchange of currency. Yes, we get paid for what we do, and in turn, we provide time and comfort and confidence in our clients' retirement years. I think that's a good wrap today.
I think that's a good
and we can drill down further in future videos. Thanks for joining us.